right, back to this, right? This is what we were talking about, right? I gotta bring it closer. This is part two of us talking about the playoffs and how they've turned out so far with the playoff play-in happening. So I predicted that Anthony Davis would do 40 points. I ain't gonna lie. I said that he would be better than that. He would match John Morant and JJJ. And I was right. Look, JJJ had 24, John Morant had 22. That's 46, right? And I said in that video that if the Mavs want to really upset the Grizzlies, all that has to show up is PJ Washington. Look how many points he has. How many points they lost by? He's not capable of getting 14 points. Derek Lively, you're not picking. So PJ Washington and Derek Lively couldn't get 7 points apart? Apiece? Spencer Dinwiddie, hang it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hang it up. They should have played me more minutes. The minutes you came out, you didn't do nothing worth looking like you should play more. Hang it up, man. Hang it up. Daniel Gafford, you couldn't get 7 more points? This is ridiculous. The dog just woke up. This is ridiculous. They put all the front court stuff on Anthony Davis. And a part of them losing, aside from the fact that those guys didn't have enough points, is Anthony Davis, it's time for you to play center. No one in the career of basketball does what you did. You ran from the center position. Let me tell you a quick story. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody that's going to be here. When Dwight Howard came in the league, he was a power forward. Let me say that again. When Dwight Howard came in the league, he was a power forward. Dwight Howard did not start at center. I'm trying to remember the dude's name. It was Malik something that was starting at center. He was shorter than Dwight, right? Dwight started overpowering power forward, and then it makes sense for you to move the position to the next position where you could be the most powerful from, where you could dominate from. Anthony Davis cannot dominate from the power forward position. Watch out. Watch out, brother. Anthony Davis cannot dominate from the power forward position. That position is too lively, and it's too, for a guy his size and stature and build, he can't produce from that position defensively like he wants to because he's too close to the small forwards and the point guards. Not the small forwards and shooters. He's too close to the small. I said it wrong. He's too close to the small forwards and the point forwards. Forget the shooting guards and point guards. And they have a time maneuvering him in a way where he's defensively not on the court. They get him in a place and just pass the ball. 2 passes, and Anthony Davis is near half court guarding a point forward who shoots threes or guarding some small forward who shoots threes. Now he's damn near at half court. He's guarding Triple J. Let me put it into perspective for you. And I didn't even see the game. He's guarding Triple J near 4 feet behind the 3-point line because Triple J shoots threes. Meanwhile, they have another stretch 4 on the floor that they pass the ball, and there's a forward that's open or a center that's open that he should have been guarding. He has to move to center. No one in history of basketball does what he did. He digressed and wants to stay there to hide from centers when he could dominate from that role. Just guard them. I'm just saying. Who has 40 points and only 9 rebounds as a center? But then look what his says. Forward. Let's look at their center. Zach Edey fits. This is what I'm saying. Look how much they lost by. Look what Zach Edey got. Now let's look at another forward. 24. Look at Aldama. 11. Even Bagley the third had 6. Their front court production was way much more better than what they got from the Mavericks. Even though they got 40 out of him. They was down by 12 at one point. Come on, man. I love basketball. I'm a basketball savant, man. I love basketball. This is what the playoff picture look like right now. Thunder versus Grizzly, Nuggets versus Clippers, Lakers versus Timberwolves, Rockets versus Warriors. Let's start with the Rockets versus Warriors. I got the Warriors. I got the Warriors. Who you got? I got the Warriors. Who you got? Let's go to the Lakers versus Timber. I got the Timberwolves in 4. Who you got? I got Timberwolves in 4. Who you got? Let's go to Nuggets versus Clippers. I got the Clippers. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got round 1 fight. I got the Clippers. Oh, it's gonna be a dirty first round in the West. Thunder versus Grizzlies. Now this is shocking to you. I got the Grizzlies. What? Well, you think I'm going with the freaking Thunder? Because they got 60 plus win? This is how I would walk into the gym. When I was hooping and I'm walking into the Thunder gym, I was walking just like this. They are not putting no fear in. They got the best defense of the season. They got the best offense of the season. They have the best jumping skills of the season. They run faster than everybody. This is the playoffs. What? What did they do last year in the playoffs? What are you talking about? I'm not them. The same way I feel about Cavaliers versus Heat. The Heat gonna win. What are you talking about? The Cavaliers did their thing all season while Andrew Wiggins was in the West. That boy is on the East Heat now. They are gonna tear them up. That 4-1 gentleman sweep. It's gonna be 2-1-2. Watch. Mark my words. Mark my words. I'm gonna leave the video up and we gonna come back to it. Pacers Bucks. 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 Sit Dame down. Oh my God. If y'all don't sit Dame down, the Pacers gonna win. Sit Dame down. Ain't no, we struggled during the season with you. While you're on the court, we struggle during the season with you to win. We struggle on defense. We struggle with passing the ball. The only time you're good is when you have the ball just shooting up shots and we're all just setting screens. Because if you be honest, there are a bunch of 6'2" to 6'4" point guards who are just in the point guard position. They are small shooting guards. They're not even small shooting guards. They are small, ball dominant, ball hog, I want to shoot guards. Dame is one of them. You can always sense that in these types of players when they can play every level of he dunks, he layups, he mid-ranges, he shoots free throws, he can shoot from the key, he can shoot from the 3, he can shoot. I can name every great type of shooting, him and Steph, and what type of passing do they do at the point guard position? What are their passes like? Pass the ball. Steph is a better point guard than Dame because Steph, without the ball in his hands, Steph is better to his teammates than Dame is passing to his teammates. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Sit him down. If y'all want to win, sit him down. There's no way. Come on. The Pacers are going to pick on Dame the whole time. We can't sit him down. He's a franchise player. He's second behind Giannis. Sit that motherfucker down. Have you seen Giannis play? He don't need him. Knicks versus Giannis just need a basketball. He don't even need teammates. This guy's out there. This guy will get dunked on 3-4 times in a row. Don't worry. If 3 players on your team dunk on Giannis, do not worry. In this game, he will dunk on all 3 of them back. Don't worry. And he's going to block 2 of their shots twice. Don't worry. Dame, sit down, Dame. Knicks New York Knickerbockers versus Detroit basketball. One of my favorite teams, I ain't going to lie. My favorite team from the Pistons is the Detroit Bad Boys, the second rendition. Mine is Detroit basketball Bad Boys, not the Isaiah Thomas Bad Boys, the original. No, mine is the Ben Wallace and them. Yeah, they won a chip too. Favorite team. Knicks home team. I want the Knicks to win because they're talking all of this. Isaiah Stewart is ass. What I have yet to see. I type his name in, I put highlights. It came up 7 different fights. He got ejected 12 times in one video. I was like, how's he in the league? When do y'all ban him? They need security around him. He's a fucking menace. Detroit basketball. But I want the Knicks to win. I'm not going to lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Analytics tell such a story. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to go over one more thing. One more thing. It was one of them. It was one as a game I didn't go over. Something I skipped over as I was going through stuff. There we go. Miami Heat versus Atlanta. I did the video on this earlier in the day. I said the Heat was going to win. Trae Young don't have it. Stop comparing Trae Young to Steph Curry. Trae Young does not have it. He took 22 shots. He made 9. He would have 22 points, but they gave him 7 free throws. Tyler Herro took 21 shots and made 10. 30 points. I mean, he made threes and stuff. This is like tear versus like tear. Bam Adebayo, something, whatever. Andrew Wiggins, 8 assists, 4 turnovers. Trae Young, 11 assists, 4 turnovers. So Trae Young had a double-double and a loss. Because Trae Young is like I said. All right, so 2 things. Let me put 3 things on the table about Trae Young. I make the videos. I make the videos and I leave them up. So when I make other videos, I can say I made the video saying that. I got the proof. Because Stephen A. slighted me. Stephen A. Smith slighted me. I gave him the video. I sent him a video on Threads. And I said, LeBron James is not even. I said, how you didn't realize in his face he's not even looking at you? 10,000 views. Do you know how Threads tell you get mad views right away, right? 10,000 some of you. I think it's at like 40,000 now, something like that, right? I sent him the video, and I was like, LeBron's not even looking at you. He's looking at a camera the whole time. Like how this is face to face. LeBron was like this talking to him, right? He was looking at it, and then Stephen A. Smith does his clapback soliloquy where he goes off and he mentions that. He said, "If somebody sent me and I didn't even know. I sent it to you. You could have said, give me my credit, man." So I always got to make the videos to say that I said this. Trae Young and Ja Morant both did things in these past few weeks that I knew they was going to lose in the play-ins. I thought Ja Morant was going to lose all the way, but Anthony Davis is glass man and the Mavericks are the glass team. So and Ja Morant skated by, but now Ja Morant lucky because he's playing against a team he should be able to fry Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He should have Shai Gilgeous should get exposed in this because the Ja Morant don't play defense. So where you gonna get the fouls from? And I got a video on it where I said he's going to get exposed in this playoffs because the refs are not going to free throw merchant for Ja. They're going to free throw merchant for LeBron. They're going to free throw merchant for Jimmy Butler. They're going to free throw merchant for Nikola Jokic. They're going to free throw merchant for Kawhi Leonard. They're going to, it's the game, every team you hear they're going to free throw merchant for is offset by the other team. They're not free throw merchant for Shai in the playoffs, especially not with all the attention he has on his free throw merchant. Back to this game, ADHD, I just slipped like a transmission, boom, gone. So, boom, Trae Young, past few weeks, what happened? He's been on like, he sighs a lot. He's always talking to the refs all crazy. Every time you see him, right? And then he, game, so yeah, he got a technical injection, right? People didn't pay attention, he got a technical injection, right? And talking about regular season, and then he gets to the play-in, right? And he get ejected the other night. Didn't he get ejected versus the Magic when they smoked him? He got ejected because they was getting smoked, and he got a tech. And I made this video saying the Trae Young could be one of the best players we've seen. All he has to do is act like he been there. Trae Young behaves like a child. Him, Luka, they be crying. I don't want to watch that. LeBron, stop crying. They jump up and down and they throw their hands in the air, and then he threw the ball at the ref. The ref gave him a tech. Then he was like, and did a kick motion, so they gave him 10, kicked him out, right? He got kicked out the game, right? That's how I knew he was going to lose the next game. He don't got it up here. Y'all been telling him he's the second Steph, so he be doing this. This is a bad game for Steph. This is like, whoo, you almost did it for Trae Young. This is horrible for Steph. We be like, come on, Steph, you got 9 of 22. You should have made 4 threes then if that was going to be the case. Like, at least have 36 points. You got your points from the free throw line. You shot 8 free throws, bro. You made 9 shots. That's the same thing. He made 10 shots. He shot 6 free throws. That's not the same thing. That's half, nearly. He made 5. He made half. I'm just saying. Let's go to the next thing. Trae Young, he has to behave like he behaves like he never did it before. He's so excited every time he does it, rolling the dice on it. I knew he wasn't going to be in the playoffs when he did that stuff on the Knicks thing. I'm not saying that because I'm home team. I'm just saying that what was that for? That wasn't even a moment that mattered, and they be celebrating like I don't know. But Trae Young is not at all like Trae Young is not at all like Steph Curry. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Steph Curry is not gonna have no hard time versus Amen Thompson. He is gonna get Amen Thompson right up off him. Amen Thompson will go around and not play a game or two if it go all the way right for Steph. If Steph can hit the shots he gotta hit, and I'm talking about in the first game because people listen to the stuff people say online and it don't be true. Steve Kerr has a way of doing stupid stuff like this. I hate Steve Kerr's coaching techniques. They are very stupid. But when Steve Kerr thinks he's gonna face you in the playoffs, he be having his players do stupid shit like this on purpose. Steve Kerr ruined Steph Curry's career. How? Yes, he did. Steph Curry would have 6,000 more points, 2,000 more assists, more wins, a ring. They made Steph sit out a whole season because he sprained his wrist. He didn't break it. He didn't fracture it. He sprained it, and they didn't think they had the personnel to win. They gave him a bye season. They tried to do it twice. That's why I'm saying he would have so much more points and assists. Steve Kerr ruined Steph's career. You would go Google Steph Curry's totals. You're gonna be like, damn. The only person who had low totals like that and was a legend was Dwayne Wade. I ain't gonna lie. Dwayne Wade had low totals. I'm not gonna lie. I remember when they said Dwayne Wade got to a certain point total amount, I was like, damn, that's all you got? But Dwayne Wade was a tough, rugged, roughneck winner. Steph Curry not that. So, but Steve Curry be having him do dumb shit like this, right? How you get 8 assists in a game where you shoot 10 times and only make 3 points? That's on purpose. That doesn't even make sense. You being able to you could have got 2 more assists for 10. You could have got 4 more for 4/4, right? So you telling me you're able to whip the ball around and get people a shot, making you the ultimate threat on the floor because you have this crazy 3-pointer and this quick trigger, but you're passing and you can't get an open shot? Come on, Steve. Did it make sense? Let me say it slower. You're Steph Curry. You take only 10 shots after playing 33 minutes. You pass the ball enough times to get 8 assists. That means you had at least 16 passes. But you're unable to ever get yourself in a position to make a shot. And y'all only lose by 10. It really was like 4, and they just ran up the score a little bit at the end. I watched. And at the end of the game, after 33 minutes and a stat line like this, your plus minus is only -4. Steve Kerr be having these dumbass ideas, and he'd be like, this is just for the playoffs. And I'm not all the way, I mean, sometimes they work. But because now they got the Warriors and they're really hyped. They're probably really, really hyped up. Like, yo, you be locking Steph up. You the key to locking Steph up. Steph can't do nothing with you. They're probably getting really high on that right now. And Steve Kerr is coming up with a plan to burst their bubble. I don't like Steve Kerr's coaching though. But Steve Kerr, that's the type of stupid stuff he does. You know what I'm saying? First time they played 5 times this season. They must have played in the freaking in the LeBron Cup. First time they played, this is without Steph. They put 38 on them in the first quarter. They put almost 40 on them in the first quarter, and the Houston Rockets only had 20. That's what I'm talking about. But Steph wasn't in there. And when you see Buddy Hield in there, that's when you get upset. Like, oh, Buddy Hield do that all the time. Every time he come to a team, he start playing good and they play trash. This the next time they play. Warriors won again. Jonathan Kuminga. Put him in the game. Like, why he got DMPs? Why Trace Jackson Davis got DMPs? I don't like the things Steve Kerr comes up with when it comes to coaching because it's stupid. It'd be dumb. I'm not going to lie. I don't like it. I do not like his coaching style at all. Curry comes back. All you see is Houston. Warriors lose. All you see is Houston. Curry, 3 threes. That don't even count as a stat to put in the thing, 3 threes. So it's just Houston. So what happened? Look, 18 to 20, trash. 19 to 24, trash. 32 to 24, 21 to 23, trash. And y'all lost on like a last second shot. Horrible. Horrible. I don't like the way Steve Kerr coaches. It is very anonymous, if I say. Next time they play is Curry, them, Green, and then Curry with the threes. That shit don't really count. I'm just saying, if they get too hyped, because Steve Kerr comes up with these dumbass plans. I ain't lying to you. I'm showing it to you right now. And this, I think that's the one that they lost, right? Yeah. Hild, what are you doing? Hild, what are you, Hild? You're another one of those guys who I was talking about earlier. It's time for you to retire and take the financial constraints off the team. Tell the team you retire and you don't want to have them be responsible for your contract and stuff like that no more. They don't have to pay you no more because you're ass. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Tim Bontemps. Tim Bontemps should be fired. He said Tim Bontemps got Shea Gilgeous Alexander as his MVP. We had 20 minutes chat. It's almost over. He got Shea Gilgeous as MVP, right? But this is why I think he should. These people who vote that never played basketball, they have a weird sense of what basketball could or would be, right? Because where's Shea Gilgeous Alexander? That's what he got as his MVP, right? Shea Gilgeous should be third. He should. This is what Shea Gilgeous Alexander is averaging right now: 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists as a point guard, and he scored 54 points 4 times this season. Wow, 50 points 4 times this season for Shea Gilgeous Alexander. That's who Tim Bontemps got as the MVP. That's who he gonna vote for. Nigga, Giannis numbers. I mean to call y'all the N-word. Giannis numbers is better than his. Look at the last game, 32, 15, and 11. Giannis is producing at a high rate, and it's unfair that he can't get a MVP vote. And it's probably gonna go to Nikola Jokic. I want to show y'all one more thing. I want to show y'all one more thing. Because I showed y'all them two numbers, alright? I want to show y'all one more thing. Because he got to be fired. He got to be fired. He got to be fired. Where is, no, let me show y'all this. This is funnier. Fire Tim Bontemps. The Lakers, whoever's their scouting group manager, fire them. What does Bronny James do that reminds you of Anthony Edwards besides breathe, be black, and be human? Nothing. What the hell? What? I thought the Lakers had a chance to win some games, but they are gonna get obliterated. They're gonna look like hobgoblins at the end of the game. This is ridiculous. And this is the last thing I want to point out. It's the last thing I want to point out. Point it out in another video. Point it out again in this video. You only won 3 more games than Darvin Ham, and you had a healthy team, and you made in-season trades, which ultimately led to you getting Luka Doncic, and all you was able to do is win 3 more games, and by the luck of numbers and the draw, let me say that again, by the luck of numbers and the draw, they get to be third in the standings. Now I'm talking about, because they could have been 5th or 6th. If you replace them with the Clippers, they could be 5th, right? You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be 3rd. They're not 3rd because they're so nice. There's 3 people with that record, and then the 4th person has a record of, oh, share my video. That's a Nuggets player. Who else we got? I think that's it. I want to show y'all a funny picture, but I can't because YouTube gonna be like, you wildin'. You wildin'.
Hey, that's my time chat. These are the slime facts.